man.
In the building.
Charlie, I can see why I feel.
I also want to say,
Charlie, now what? Osebo shoe
pa. OS
Osebo shoe.
And one of his expensive shoes.
Yes, I'm Kwajibi.
Kwajibi.
And I'm Kwajibi dear.
Osebo, shout out Osebo the fashion king. Senior man. I think he does so well with brothers. I mean, once you go there, he makes sure you must look good.
You are sorted.
Either you have it or not.
Combination is
a calculation. What is it with you and fashion now? What goes into selecting clothes?
You know, lately, because I have some small muscles, I don't want to wear clothes.
You want to reveal?
Or shout out to your
Oh, I spoke with him.
Oh, yes, me too. I spoke to him about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yes.
I spoke to him last week. I think last week. I was supposed to call him on Monday. As promised, I forgot. I have to call him today.
Yes. Okay. So when I'm dressed, I just, I look at myself in 3 main sentences. I'm intelligent, I'm elegant, and I'm African. So when I'm putting on my clothes, I decide, is it going to make me look African, make me intelligent, is it elegant?
So even if you're wearing suit, you consider the African.
Oh yes, I try to put something small, bring my identity somewhere.
Don't you get tired with all of these how do you call the trinkets?
Akwasi, you know what this means, right?
Something linked to chieftaincy.
Yeah, but it also means you have balls.
But obviously, yeah, man, you have them. Yeah, we all know you have them. Obviously, a friend of mine, this friend of mine has businesses in Nigeria now, and he had gone to play golf Sunday morning, and we were on the phone talking. We were discussing. Oh no, don't worry, don't go anywhere. I've got balls in my car. Yeah, I said, do you have balls? Yeah, I have balls. I was on the phone quietly. It just occurred to me, and I asked him, wait, how come 2 big men are discussing balls on the
You should get your mind out of the gutter.
My mind was nowhere. Why balls? Okay, and what calls for that? Even if you wear a suit, why must you bring that up? I mean, suit is not a Ghanaian thing.
Yes,
even if it's sewn by a Ghanaian.
Yes, that's why I always try my best to put something, that is Ghanaian. So, for example,
just to dilute it.
Yes, so that I have identity, so I stand out, especially when I go for, big events outside Ghana. I need to take Ghana there with me. I mean, last weekend, I was in Cape Town for the Earthshot Prize Awards, hosted by the Prince of Wales. And yeah, when he saw me in my kente, he knows he's a
brothers are right.
Yes, you have to represent. It's important because we have become cultural icons for Ghana, and therefore wherever we go, without saying much, the thing is that you show but not tell.
Do you think you've been recognized well enough, especially by Ghanaians? I've heard people talk about once your name is mentioned, oh, that made in Ghana guy.
I think so.
My uncle, your good friend, Uncle
yes.
Ike. Uncle Ike, he said, oh, Kwame the son the Ghana Semna. He loves Ghana. Once your name comes up, but do you think there are certain people few people who may have recognized you as such, but the many.
I think so. I think that like when I go under my videos and my post, you can see that people say, "Oh, Okyeame, you are representing Ghana. Thank you for representing Ghana. Thank you." So, yes, but to be honest, my love for Ghana is not for recognition. I love Ghana because it's the right thing to do, and God has given me a voice and a face, and I want to use that to draw out nationalism. I'm telling you, because I remember growing up how much I appreciated Ghana. Your friend saying, this guy no war Bremi. He used to be my Dokuno's boyfriend all the time. David Donto. Every time I thought of David Donto.
In reality, he was Her boyfriend.
Were you there?
Oh, of course she said it over.
Yeah. Okay. So
they were dating at the point.
Exactly. So I remember how I idolized David Donto without saying. You see him in his fugu. You see the way he speaks, his philosophies, everything was
regalia.
Exactly, everything was so Ghanaian. And so growing up, I wanted that when I get opportunity to be popular, I would want my influence to be of a national fiber, just like David Donto. So that's what I'm. So and I'm not doing it for recognition. I'm doing it for impartation, so that other young people will also want to be Ghanaian. Yes.
But when you go under comments, I remember, I think I was in the US and Osebo launched his shoe line.
Yes.
And there was something you wore. There was this attire you wore and it had some hanging material.
It was half that. It was half.
Okay, yes, it was. And I was reading some of the comments. Oh, looking like Kum Lao. Looking like some movie character. And even someone I really respected saw me. I think we met somewhere in Brooklyn. And now, what I'm for no, I was like, you of all people.
I know.
When such comments come up, don't they discourage you?
Like, look at it this way. I am wearing my clothes and you are in Brooklyn worried. Who is discouraged?
Well, I mean, reading the comments, because I don't know how you take them.
No,
there are certain people.
I just know that people just like to ply. People like to enforce their ideals on other people. We are complete individuals. I mean, even myself and my brothers, we are not the same. I have different ideas, different tastes, different preferences. So, and I've come to see that in this life, at my age, I'm only doing 3 things. I am living my best life, how I know how to do it. And everything that I'm doing, I give it my full involvement. And the third one, I can't say it already, but I don't give it.
That F word.
Yes, I do. I don't.
Really?
I'm living.
Has it come to that?
Completely. I'm living my life, and I have come to understand that the best way to be happy, to practice mental resilience, is to get to the point where nobody else outside of you can come inside your head and decide your mood for the minute. Okay, Okyeame, I'm saying this thing to you so that you feel sad, so you feel stupid, so you feel guilty. So nobody, not even my wife, has I give the authority for them to say something to me that will change my mood, either to make me happy or make me sad.
No one can even influence your happiness.
No. If I decide, if I subscribe, if you
then
tell me you are handsome.
So let's look at for example, yes, your course, your conflict, your
ADR.
Yeah. And in class, we were having a discussion and about this, how someone can influence and all of these things, that it can be negative and it can be positive.
But you can also be neutral. That's what I'm saying. So if
in this case, someone can make you happy. Someone can influence your happiness.
Yes, but
I'm saying someone can influence your anger.
No, you can't.
Really?
I must subscribe. If
I crash your vehicle right now by negligence.
Let's say I went to spray my car, 14,000 Ghana. And then 2 months ago, 2 boys on a motorbike, about 19 or 21, they just came to scratch the whole driver's side. I was in the car thinking, the first time I was in a car, I hit a woman. She didn't do anything to me. So I sat down. When I got down, the boys were on their knees. I said, sorry, are you guys all right? Then the elders there, the old people, they were shocked because they thought I was going to just them. 21, where are they going to get money to fix a car? So nothing. If I want to be angry, I will have to decide that it's time for me to be. Nobody must make me angry. That, I don't think, is a sign of intelligence, because my chemicals that produce whether I am happy or I'm sad, they are inside of me. So I don't think that giving another person the power to regulate it or deregulate it is not smart. So nobody. If you say Okyeame why if na manager, me anampe, because make me ko baby mo biaka say Okyeame why if me offended. I don't know how. Of course, sometimes get being peonas or then sabi so mu. I say oja, but the open get be a open and then sabi so.
Madam can walk
the same hand
with some small draws and that can influence something.
We are talking happiness.
Of course, it can influence happiness.
We are talking
There
mood.
goes my baby.
No, but
that can make you happy.
Yes, it's true. But even that one, I have to subscribe because there's sometimes she can walk and then free. Exactly, because it depends on me, and I think that is what we should be teaching the children, to be able to build such mental resilience that whatever is happening around them is not their problem. If I want to indulge, I indulge. If I don't, I am neutral.
But my worry now is, in fact, I say my worry because I know who you are. The extent of the third one, which you can see on radio, okay, for the benefit of our dear listeners who may not know what you are talking about, like you don't give a hoot about what others may think
of me, of what I've done,
or any external force.
Yes,
for certain things, for someone like you, an influential figure like you, that or a mentor that people look up to, how can you say such a thing?
Because that is the best way to live your life.
Really?
Yes, because I want you to imagine that you post your picture on Facebook and some people come to insult you under the Facebook post. And because of that, you are home sad. And because of that, you are home and you are sad and you are depressed and you are crying. Is it intelligent? It is not. So if someone is, I don't know how else to say it again, but if you are an influential figure, you need to influence positivity. And I think the highest level of positivity is when a man gets to a point where he can decide to be influenced or not.
But in your case where you come on social media, what happened to your Sunday reflections? Are you still on it?
No. Cham Kofi has taken over. He's asking.
Did you stop because of Cham Kofi?
No. For my reflections, I was writing a book. I was writing a book called Sunday Reflections. And the concept of the book is that I share my ideas and then I get reactions from people, which I'm going to add to the book. So when I wrote enough chapters, I wrote for 2 years, every Sunday consistently for 2. So when I had enough literature, I stopped writing because the book is full. So that was what I was doing.
With your Sunday reflections, a lot of people disagreed with some of the things. In fact, most of the things you wrote. And things you wrote, in fact, sparked controversies. In fact, they were good arguments. Sometimes I'll read them and in the middle, I'll go like, what's he talking about?
Exactly.
Do you understand? I'll call you behind and you say, what could we do? Now, what's what you're saying? And sometimes we will argue that, okay, I think what you've written makes no sense because of A, B, C, and D. Sometimes it got disappointing when people will come, instead of sharing their views, it became insulting.
Exactly.
In this case, if people were telling you their peace of mind, where you are building a beautiful fan base, people, salad of ideas, people come up and they share and plethora of, and all of a sudden, some nasty individual, some network comes up and he's telling you his peace of mind, dirtying all the good things in there.
It doesn't dirty it. It balances it. You see, on the pyramid of logic, the most important thing is maybe refutal of the central idea. On the bottom is ad hominem, which means calling names or insulting someone and not trying to argue out the central idea in their text or in the speech. So if I put something out and somebody comes to say, "Oh, mami triso," so I've said exactly when I said that. So
and the next,
So for example, if I write that marriage is not about love, marriage is about security. So
which is true.
Exactly, because love is completely different. When we're choosing a man or a woman for love, for a long-term relationship, you want one the one that will lower your insecurities within yourself. People come and say, then other people will argue. We disagree with you because of A, B, C, D, E.
It's beautiful.
And another person will come to say, "Well, Jimmy, then I am home crying because somebody that I have never met, that I don't know, perceives me to be Penny Kwasia.
Someone
is that smart? And that's all me a woman. No matter where baby or what, but that person perceives that because what I have said is unintelligent to him, I am unintelligent. And therefore, I am home taking depression medicine. It doesn't make sense because I have no control whatsoever over how people perceive me. The only thing I have control over is how I respond to the way people are reacting to what I have done. And that one, nobody deserves the ability to affect my mood. Nobody. That is something that I will not give it to anyone. Not even my children. No. Nobody. No human being should allow another human being outside of his agency to come and affect him to feel guilt, shame, depressed, stressed, angry. Nobody.
But sometimes they tickle your emotions to the extent that you go head to head with them.
I don't.
Well, I've seen you argue or challenge some of the...
I will argue, but it will be respectful. It will begin with respectfully. The tone of it will be amazing because I'm not saying I cannot be irritated. So on the spectrum of my mood, negative mood, maybe it starts with irritation, then I dwell on it, exasperation, and then I exaggerate whatever it is that I'm feeling or I'm suffering. Then it gets to anger and then blowing up and then I react stupidly. So it's a spectrum. And on that spectrum, I accept that I can be irritated. But you can't push me to the point where I'm angry. Because immediately I catch my ego in flight and I say, Okyeame, you are giving this guy too much power. So, and then sometimes too, when I am on social media having conversations with people, I have a certain concept. I used to block people a lot. So I told my handlers to stop blocking people. Because some people might say something that they genuinely, without disrespect, think that is the right thing to say. When I can feel that from your test, I will take my time to come and explain my point. But if you still don't understand, you keep insulting, then I realize that is who you are. You're a nasty person. Then I leave you alone.
So you don't block any longer?
Oh, no. No, I don't block because I need the numbers to go and take money from MTN. I have 2.7 million people. If I block one half, I've reduced my ability to cash in on this influencer. So.
What makes you angry?
The last time I was angry was maybe 4 years ago. I don't. Kakai.
No, but
I've known you for almost 40 years. When was the last time I was angry? I don't get angry.
I was not with you yesterday, so I can't tell.
I know, but I don't get angry. It is impossible. It is impossible for someone to make me angry. If I want to be angry, I'll be angry. But things that I didn't used to like was when someone is lying to me, or someone is taking me for granted, or when someone didn't respect me. But then when you look at the concept of respect, it's a Greek word, spectacle, spectacular. Well, spect means to look at something, and then re means again. So if someone says Okyeame Kwame unim rapo, what disrespecting me ana? It means this guy didn't look at me again. Why wante also, wante faithful, wante masanaba, wante me kidens, unim me ana, minam yese, minam ji award at taste of the. Immediately, someone does something that is not in congruence with what I think that person should have done. I say this person has not really looked at me, then he has disrespected me. So for me, disrespect is unnatural. Because however someone wants to look at you is the way they will look at you.
Opinion.
Exactly. So don't look at me twice. If you don't like, don't look at me. If you like, look at me 10 times. It doesn't change who I am. Because whether you think I'm a giant or I'm a midget, doesn't change my height.
You are short.
It doesn't change my height.
You are short. You are still short.
Yes. So it took me 40 years to realize.
You said the last time you got angry was about 4 years ago.
Yes.
Do you remember what triggered that and your reaction to that?
Yes. But I can't say it here. I can't say it's family matter.
Okay.
Yes. I can say yes. It was about 4 years ago. Then even I had decided in one of my reflections, I wrote about anger, and then the Seneca has a book. That's the Stoic writer. He has a book on on the nature of anger or something.
There was something I read about him recently. Man, I've forgotten. Anyway, one of his wise sayings.
Yes, that I think everybody should read. I mean, Seneca breaks down anger and makes it an animalistic instinct.
I think he said something about giving power to... He says when someone is angry when someone makes you angry, you've given your power or respect or something to someone.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, because anger is like taking poison and expecting someone else to die. Because then it pours cortisol in your system, it increases your cortisol levels, your stress hormones, and then stress hormones have a lot to do with your heart rate, and then your intestine affects your guts, your insulin levels.
All of these by anger.
Yes, immediately you become angry. That's why empenyimfoɔ say don't become angry. And look at our Akan language. They realize that anger is not an action, it's a spectrum. Into I say emaubu emfu, which means don't let it germinate. So you can see it
the Bible
sprouting.
Says it.
Yes, you can see it sprouting, but do not water it. Don't dwell on it. Don't exaggerate whatever it is that person has done to a point where you poison yourself.
So the Bible says mabufu.
Yes, it says that Jesus Christ said.
You have to be angry. Just that don't let it.
No, there are two tests. One, he says that do not let the sun rise over your anger. Right. And then there's one day he says don't get angry at all. Yes, don't do it at all. It's not a smart thing because you get BP. And the person that's worrying you is running around with a nyash in her jeans.
Let me read some comments. PhD Malvet says, from Patrick, please ask Okyeame Kwame, when will he feature Sarkodie, Stoneboy, or Shatawale? This thing is been long overdue.
Ache.
But the last time I spoke to Sarkodie about it, I think it was an interview, and Sarkodie mentioned that with Okyeame Kwame, we can't have a feature. He says you guys have to work on an album. He says, I think we have to be in the same studio for like a week or month working on a project. We can't just work on one song.
We spoke about it, that we'll do an album and take it on a tour,
That'll be beautiful.
Best of both worlds type of thing. And because the idea is too big, we have not been able to do it. So I think we should just throw that idea and begin with a song. And we speak every time we talk, we speak about it, and we go end to end and never do the song. I think it's overthinking. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll send him a beat today.
Okay. Kofi says, Okyeame Kwame just made my morning very special. Thanks, legend. Starboy says, watching the show live and clear at Hafu Mim Airport. Papi J. Otter says, it's an Ashanti thing in the studio. You guys are proving to us you can speak good English. Please, no one should come for me. Yeah, bro. Obrafour J. Stevenson says, I really like the way you speak. Legend, I'm speechless. The Shine says, King of Kumasi. Obrafour J. Stevenson says, forever young Okyeame Kwame. Kingsley Ofori says, my legend is here listening to wisdom. I have to call my guy, national security. He says, yeah, but I'm coming. I'm another Kenyan sounds. And the Pauko Frakwawi. Quite smart, Don Papa said, was so 20. I didn't see that coming. Taki Fofana Hassan says, wisdom. Opoku Sechene says, more wisdom out there. Big ups Okyeame Kwame. Royal Lavizi says, I'm feeling better, Okyeame Kwame. Idris Usame said, please tell him he's lucky he's not in Nigeria. Like this prankster will surely get him angry. Greetings from Madina.
Who will get him angry?
I don't know. There are some pranksters. There are some people. Recently one came to me. Then he showed me a picture on his phone. The Equatorial Guinean guy. Mm-hmm. And he asked, do you know this guy? I said, please, I'm not interested. I beg you. I don't want any wahalas. Oh, senior, I said, no. I beg. Like, I messed him up, but forgive me, I don't want any trouble. Stephen Boy says, nice one. How do I mention your name? Once you've written your name with some Chinese something. Saying it's impossible for you to get angry is a very bold statement, Brakwame. Because even God can get angry. But if you had said you are slow to anger, then it would be more appropriate.
Appropriate, you see. So what I've said is inappropriate to him. Then immediately I'm a buff. Well. Exactly. That's how he sees it. But I see I've already explained that it's a spectrum. It begins with irritation, right, and then ends in anger.
Benetton Kwesi Achiba Stoneboy says the boss of Okyeame has salute. Hey, your guys see Able Kumanana Lace.
Cash.
He says, shout out to my two legends. You can get angry, but don't personalize it.
Another great opinion.
Yes.
Yes.
Humble Soul says, two great legends. Richard Ankoma says, Andy Dusty, ask Okyeame Kwame about Obrafour's Kasiebo song and his relationship with Obrafour now.
I was angry at that time. I got very angry.
Really?
Oh, God, you know.
I don't know this radio. I don't know.
I got very angry.
Why didn't you react?
Because Professor Asante, who was my academic teacher at Tech, would not let me. Dr. Mafo would not let me. My wife would not let me. And I wrote, remember I wrote books and books of diss raps, but people around me would not let me put it out.
What? No, wait. What did you want to do? What would you want to do at the time? How did you want to react? They didn't want you.
I just wanted to take the same beat and dish back. The same beat and just dish back. But then my wife said, you have not done a song about Nkrumah. You have not done a song about Christ. And you are going to do a song about someone. Come on. This thing is not intelligent. And you know what? Out of all the things that I've done in my life, the thing that I'm most grateful for is that I didn't insult Obrafour. Because not only would I have lost respect, I would have also lost a friend. Yes.
But did he consider you a friend at the time?
Oh yeah, we're great friends. Not just friends, we're friends talking every day. Thinking of releasing an album together. We had done the Wapabene on his thing.
On his album,
yes,
compilation.
We had even just recorded a song with Roro. You can call Roro to check. We had recorded a song that was supposed to be released. I think the files got missing or something. So... And
what did you do to merit that?
I think he was just playing. He was just playing or trying to throw a fast one into the media for trends and things like that. I don't think he really, really, really wanted to hurt me. Hindsight vision is 20/20. So looking at it now, because we were just talking.
But you were hurt because yes. I remember back in the day, I was even on a flight with you to, I think, South Africa or something, and even on the flight, you were writing a diss song
all the time. I wrote books.
You were writing and writing
of this rap.
Then
I still even remember some of the lyrics. I just won't tell you.
Like what? How does it push you to say, "I'm your money beats me, boy"? Come on, play the Kasiebo beat.
Hey, if you do, I'll become angry right now.
Oh no, but he also caught you, but he caught you off guard when I think it was on TV3. What's the guy's name? Prime Eye?
Yeah, Prime Eye.
And I don't know whether you were aware.
No, I did. I wasn't. I was just. You remember, I was going for the China O Awards. I'd been nominated,
right.
And so I was trying to promote that people should vote for me. And then when I went to the place, I think when whoever had booked the interview had told him that I'm coming, so, and he wanted so bad to battle me. I don't know why. And so when I got there for my interview, he has also come so unprofessional of TV3, so unprofessional. So he had also come, and then they played the bit in the spirit of sportsmanship. We did something.
But it looked like you were unprepared.
Yeah.
Because, what happened? What was going through your mind at that time?
So
when he started going on and on and on? Because even today, if I watch the video, you were just nodding your head. And I remember I was watching, I think I was with Abraham Onija, and then we were watching it on TV.
And AB called me and said, "Get out of the studio."
Yeah.
Get out of the
Abraham
studio.
Was so angry.
He was
like,
angry.
What's going on? What's going on? Yo, no.
Exactly, because AB had also, he was managing me at that time, and these
are two of his younger brothers, two of his products.
Yes, and he had made it clear that you cannot do a diss song against this young man because it is bad for your brand positioning where you are going.
Does that mean anyone that does these songs, is bad? Because you mentioned that your wife said it's not intelligent. Does that mean if Kwame does it, this is me? and I also diss back, that's unintelligent?
It depends on what you say, the type of things that I had written to say.
Okay.
You know,
were they that nasty?
Yes, they were 15 years ago. I was getting angry at that time. So yes, it depends on what you are saying. And plus, I honestly think that when two artists beef or they battle in a nasty way like that, the only people who lose are those artists. Media gets great content, the fans get violence, people get trends. Everybody else survives. The radio sells ads when they discuss it, and then these artists are going around with people looking at them. Look at those foolish guys who have been insulting themselves for a living. The insults is not pop culture. We don't, even though it is in our culture, it's not something that we encourage. When you see your son insulting another person, you smack him. But why then must he grow up and to make music insulting another one so that he can eat? It is not. It's not intelligent for me. It's not an intelligent thing to do. I'll be bold about it. It's not intelligent because when your children are 18, they will listen to the songs and say, "Daddy, you said I should never curse people. Why did you use these words on another man?" It's not intelligent. You will not catch me ever insulting people publicly. In my head, I do.
But did you confront him? Okay, now I want us to just let's stay around the. No, I understand because someone just someone just asked, but all of these questions I don't think I've ever asked, especially on radio. Although I've gone on interviews and I know they did. People were asking me, I'd done interviews around it, and I was just expressing how I felt about both of you. They're both my friends. They say, but one is
your brother.
You are very much closer to one. So how was he feeling? It's okay.
I was
on a plane from Ghana to South Africa. He was writing and writing and writing. Back home, he was still writing. At a point, you talk to him and he's absent-minded. It's like, at a point, he was getting carried away. But he chose not to release them or record them. As for that conversation, that's something else. But on that day, afterwards, what happened? Did he go his way? Did you just go? Or you guys? I saw you guys just shaking hands and snapping fingers. And
that day when we were done, Advocacy wanted to beat him, so he ran behind me and said, "Kwame na jana, we need pay."
No, wait a second.
I remember clearly. Advocacy was furious. He was furious.
So
I mean, it shows
you were not angry.
No, I was angry. Don't you get it? I was angry
at that moment.
The actual feeling that I had after the song was broken-hearted. I was disappointed. It's like a woman that I had loved had cheated on me. That was how I felt, like mixed emotions. How you are my friend? How can you do this to me? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you prepare me? We spoke 4 days ago. We have plans.
You spoke 4 days before the release.
Before then, so all these things, and then I called him. And I can't say this; it will fuel something. So
you called him.
The day the song was released, I called him. I was eating fufu at SMS at KUSD. I called him. I think I was there with DJ Slim. I don't remember. We were eating fufu, and then he said something, and so my heart was broken.
You had mentioned this on an interview somewhere. I think I chanced on it, and he said he doesn't care if you want to. I think you said it. Where did I see it? You mentioned it. That was his response. That if you want to ask
whatever you want to do, go and do it.
If he had pinched you, if he had provoked you that much,
yes.
Why didn't you?
Because everybody around me, including my academic tutor, you know who Prof. Asante. Do you know who Professor Asante is?
He
used to be the head of the National Christian Council.
Yeah. His son was my mate.
Exactly. And
Jerry Asante was my classmate.
And he was my academic tutor at Tech. And the thing affected me so much that it started affecting my grades.
Wow.
So he called Dr. Mafo, who was teaching me linguistics at that time.
My big brother.
Exactly. And they sat me down and had a conversation with me. And the conversation was that I remember Professor Santis was clear. He says, treat it with the contempt it deserves.
Wow.
Yes. And how are you going to go and do a diss song when Professor Santis says don't do a diss song? And everybody, your manager says, your wife says, your mother says, everybody says. I don't remember you saying I shouldn't do it. I don't remember.
No, I remember. I think D Black or Kweku T must have a footage because we were in a flight. We had just boarded, and few entertainers from Ghana traveling. And we stood there.
We're going to do the performance for
Big Brother Africa.
Yes.
And you were just reciting some lines. And I was like, yo, make sure you don't release this. No,
yes.
You are not going to say this.
Yes, I remember.
You are not going to say this on the record. And he said, well, let's see.
Yes.
And someone was filming. I forgot. I think it was D Black. I think it was D Black. Yes. So he must rather have those lyrics. And indeed, they were nasty.
Come
out for them. So don't say I didn't say anything. I cautioned. At least I said something. Oh wow. But your music. Let's get into your music now. You've taken a different direction.
Completely.
Because all you wanted... Last time I did an interview, someone was asking about my experiences with artists. I think I did... The interview was on 3FM or something. And they were asking me about my experiences with musicians. And I was telling them that I've been a DJ for every artist in Ghana. I don't know which artist I have not... I think Sark. I haven't... Because his regular DJ men are... I've been a DJ for Sarkodie, Stoneboy, Shatta. So Kwade, when I mentioned Okyeame, he said, Okyeame. And my experience. And I mentioned that, okay, all he wanted was Ghanaians to know two things. One, the best songwriter and the best rapper, which unfortunately, especially with the best rapper, he never had that award. But Ghanaians, through his music, have recognized him as such. Now, you moved... or you saw the lights earlier and moved into singing.
Yes.
At a point. Yes. Why?
Because I keep saying, when I die, I want my tombstone to say, this man died empty. I don't want to go with me into my grave with any single idea. So you see that I've written a book, I have written prose, I've written poems, I have written stage plays, every single thing in me that is a creative, essence, I want to put it out. So if I put out rap music and I have conquered that area, I'm done. I'm going to do something else. I'll try singing, I'll try dancehall, I try that. That's why I did the Mr. Versatile album. I just want every single thing inside of me to come out before I go. That is why when I get bored easily. When I've done rap for a while, I get bored. Even now, it's very difficult for me to listen to rap music. It's very difficult unless it's really at a certain texture and it has a certain level of intelligence. I can't listen to rap music. We are saying that you have the best girls and you drive the best car and you smoke the best weed and so what? I am not interested in things like that. So I had conquered the space. There's not a single cadence in rap that I have not used. I've written about money, love, politics, whatever. So I wanted to try something else. That's why I did the singing. If I tell you the album that I'm recording, the direction of the music that I'm creating, it will even shock you. Yeah.
Really?
So yeah.
What's it going to be? playing drums in there or what? You are just whispering.
Yes. So I can't tell you now, but if I tell you this platform is too big, people will know. I'll say it on a smaller platform where no one will hear it.
Yes. Okay. Nana Benye and Tuamesan says all okay is saying is scripture sense. Ras Arafat Gia says what a top-notch program presentation on point. Akosia LeBlanc says Okyeame Kwame is my crush. I love his smile. I was starstruck when I saw him once on KNUST campus. Akosia, I used to be there too. Do you still hear them?
Yeah.
Ladies crushing on you.
Oh yeah. I still got. You know, when I went to South Africa, and there's this lady that would just hug me and hold on to me. They're like, you know, sometimes you meet someone you hug them for 21 seconds and then you. Yes, when she actually holds on to me, and she's my taste, you know, in South Africa.
Yeah.
In Chen. It's like Kotimoto.
Kwame Esiama McLaren said, Bra Kwame, when is your song with Obrafour coming out? We need it.
I don't know. The last time I spoke to him, he said that, I think I asked Roro, he said the file was lost or corrupt or something.
But will you work with him again?
Yes. Why not? That's my brother right there. You know, the fact that a person cuts hair once doesn't make him a baba.
Obrafour hasn't cut hair once. Obrafour has
cut me once.
Oh, but Obrafour has really cut hair. Obrafour Chankofo brutal. Bad rapper. As indeed, he is a true executioner. Obrafour, he cut Lokenya, he cut Reggie Rockstone. Who else? He cut Rockford. Hard guy.
It doesn't make him a baba. That's my brother right there.
Festus J says, listen to wisdom. Pakwesi says, what's the book about anger? Anyone to help me out? I want to get one.
Seneca. Just find Seneca on anger. Yes.
Little Sekobi says, he said in his No Competition song that he loves rap more than Atupa. Why is he
I was lying. That was a lie. Just for the rhyme.
Benedict Kwesi Achuba says, nah, Okyeame is too wise. Yeah, Dixon said legendary. Andy, tell him we will work someday. I really love his brand. Ask him who is his favorite rapper.
Of all time or in Ghana?
Well, that he didn't say.
I mean, if I say it will sound political. But my favorite rapper of all time, I will have to choose two.
Okay.
It will be Nas and Biggie. Nas and Biggie.
Got yourself a gun.
But in Ghana, my favorite rappers in Ghana of all time is Flo Kingston and EL. Yes.
EL?
Yes.
Robert Clark will be happy.
Flo King.
Huh?
Yes.
So Robert Clark will be happy.
Robert Clark?
Yeah, in a few years.
Me too, I did.
No, but EL
Me too, I did feel him. I did feel him. These are two rappers that whenever I hear them rap, even though I really know how to rap, when I hear it, like they shake my foundation. Like what I say? They shake my foundation. Yes.
I see. Pascal Dos Santos says, good morning, Mr. Andy. I'm Pascal from Manette Court Estate. Please, can you play me one of Okyeame Kwame's song, which he featured Kofi Kinata? Nice one.
Oh, yes.
The medallion winner said, the rap doctor is in the building. Let him heal us with a rap syringe filled with flow. Give him beat, Andy, we beg. Okay?
Emra.
Kwame, any day.
Yeah, man.
Any day. This guy will wake up, even without brushing his teeth, and he's rapping. Jamina Emmanuel says tattoo was under one. Hey, you are no. Onye. Who was anybody? Jamina Emmanuel says tattoo was under one. I can tell me this Obrafour. So Bra Kwame is saying he wasn't aware of that. Okay. I've discussed it on the library before. So yeah.
Why am I not aware? I'm aware. I was aware. The fact that Prof won't let me do it means Prof had no power over tattoo. I didn't sanction. He wanted to do it. I supported him to do it.
When you say supported, what does that mean? Did you write the lyrics?
No, I didn't write "de" in that song. You know, you can't write for tattoo. Tattoo was even at a point writing for me.
Bad rapper.
Yes, amazing rapper. I didn't say he wanted to do it, and then we made the beat and other things possible for him to go at it.
Obrafour Raphael says, Andy, send my greetings to Bra Kwame. Bomidi Mano.
Obrafour, me that's this one of the top fans. They support everything I do from day one. Obrafour, me that's.
So another historian, no?
Yes.
That guy, he knows. He replies, Jamna Emmanuel's tattoo message says, hey, Nana Sempa na walk up far bano. Okay. Mark Beck says, Annika and Prof successfully denied us a classic diss track that you would have enjoyed. Okay. Awoto says, excellent. Theotimus Nana Koishan said, please, Mr. Andy, ask him about his brother Kunta. Will brothers come back as a group? But they are still doing it.
Yeah, but I think we should record a whole album, 3 of us. We should record the whole album and give it to them. Kunta just sent a song to me yesterday. It was beautiful, featuring this guy that makes music about money. Sika Kankain.
Kwaku I think he sent it to
me. It's beautiful song. Kwaku Darlington, amazing. Kunta's
I need to make a confession about brothers and Okyeame Kwame. I apologize.
For what?
Because it was me that separated Okyeame Kwame from the brothers.
Shame on you. How
did you do that?
Huh? I had to whisk him away because I felt like his clouds were. I think it was hovering at a point. I needed the boys to break out. It was like Okyeame Kwame and the brothers. So I called him one day and I said, free her. We are sure, let the boys be. Leave them. They will survive.
So they only been under his shadow.
Yeah, at a point.
I think it was the best advice that you gave all of us. And
because
it worked.
Earlier, he wasn't happy about it. Are you sure?
Because I had plans and I was attached to the plans. You know, Kunta was like my son. When my father died, I raised him. You know, I had vision. I had an idea. So this guy is going to be the musician I never was. So I took him. He was studying music at uni, playing trumpet, dancing, keyboard, guitar. You know, so he was my project. And I was taking him somewhere. And you came to tell him, say, oh, free me.
No, but I also saw that without you, now they can be independent.
It's true.
You can focus on your music. And at that time, I was so attached to this guy that I said, time your uncle, I know let them go.
So a man
Okay, now let's talk about your new song, Stop Galamsey. Adam, please let me finish with him so you can come in. Your Stop Galamsey song.
Yes.
I think you went quite hard on them.
On us, not on them. The Galamsey thing is not against anybody. It's against all of us. The shame is all Ghanaian.
But you burn fire upon the chiefs and
we burn fire upon the journalists, silent and getting rich. You need to burn them. Burn everybody. Yeah.
Were you inspired by the critics that were coming at you? Because at the point they were all like, you don't go talk so much, I mean, you know go.
No, not at all. You know, I've been doing climate change advocacy for 6 years now. And if I emerge as a climate change ambassador, and I'm doing work in England, I'm doing work in South Africa, I'm doing work with World Bank, and the most important environmental conversation in my country is Galamsey. So how am I a climate change ambassador? Talking about sequestrations and emissions and methane and this and 1.5 and Celsius and the thing under my nose, I'm quiet about it. I would have been a hypocrite. So I was just trying to get the right information to do it. What inspired me to write was on the Ghana Art and Science Academy. They wrote their reasons why they think that Galamsey of all sorts should be stopped. When I read that, I read it on Joy. That is what inspired me to make the song, because I realized that the scientists are speaking, the journalists are speaking, Asante Hene is speaking, and as a musician, my voice is in the music. And you know, they say that art is science made simple. So I can use the art to to break down this conversation in an interesting, intriguing way where people to add up to the conversation. So my inspiration is that Galamsey or illegal mining, let me put it that, let me separate it from Galamsey, is completely robbing nature of its nutrients. Currently, I was told by a special person from Germany that the yams and other food stuff that we send to Europe for Ghanaians to buy from the African market, they are going to stop it. They might stop it because it has traces of metal and children are dying. There's ritual murders, robbery. When you go to the sites, almost every gang or every tribe has ammunitions. And on December 7th, if we go to vote and something happens, and there are a number of people with ammunitions in Galamsey, would they use it? You know, these are all things that we have to have the conversations about. Children that must go to school. If their fathers are doing Galamsey and making money, he's going to school to make money, and he's making money. So children will rather stay at home and do the Galamsey. The women who go to the sites to sell for these people, you know. What I say, and I want you to imagine that you are a girl, 21-year-old, you've never had children, and you step in a Galamsey pit with all these chemicals. What is its effect on your hormones, on your ability to give birth? We need to stop. Like a Comdo and Joseph and Sammy, you know, did it. I mean, I don't even know where to start or where to end. Yes, we need to stop. We need to stop.
Kwame Esiama McLaren says, and they ask, okay, why he doesn't do shows in Kumasi like in Accra? James Angmote Obiba said, Papadosi and Okyeame Kwame are the first people to let me know that not all Ashantis pronounce bread as bled.
Yeah, that's.
I rant.
Let's blick bled.
Munye. Listeners, let's listen to the Stop Galamsey song. Aye.
I was there yet said down.
Listeners, Okyeame Kwame is still here with us. He hasn't left us yet, and he's not leaving us yet. I want us to finish the show with you. The Joy Pride Made in Ghana Fair at the Good Park Accra Mall from Thursday 14th to the 17th of November is on from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Come experience the proud Ghanaian originality, authenticity, and rich culture as we display Ghanaian inventions, locally made clothing, shoes, bags, jewelry, beads, beauty products, Ghanaian rich local food and music, and many more. It's happening at Good Park. Now, once you hear Okyeame Kwame, or once we talk about Made in Ghana, you know it's about to go down. Once you hear Okyeame Kwame's song, then you know that something is about Made in Ghana. We'll go to Good Park and speak with Mama Shi. We'll speak with Sheila from Good Park. But Kwame, no, sorry, let me start with Adam. No, let me start with Martinez. That's fine.
You know the deal, right?
I know the back first.
Let me start with Martinez.
And then you're last.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Martinez, Okyeame Kwame.
And it's always refreshing listening to Okyeame Kwame.
Okwame Chiame.
Always refreshing.
Thank you.
Stop Galamsey. When you listen to the song, you know there are songs addressing social issues and very boring listening to them.
Where the do?
Too much.
Yes, I even pay attention to the lyrics. They're too much.
Sometimes, no, when they are addressing social issue, because they feel it's a social issue or it's an issue of the people. So when they are addressing, they take it lightly or they do it just normal. But with this, I mean, it doesn't even feel like it's a target for addressing the social issues or the Galamsey challenge. It looks, it's so refreshing that when you even add to your playlist, it wouldn't be boring. And that tells the kind of artist you are. I mean, when it comes to your artistry, I feel that the other time, Andy brought to my notice your song with I1. And I went to listen to it that day. Look, I listened to it over and over and over and over and over before I tried to catch what the point you were making. Because like I said, backwards. I've been telling the story from the back. I don't know how you do it, but you are so creative and
thank you.
The kind of brand you project as well, solid. You have to be mentally strong to do this all the time. I mean, your brand, your outfit, your fashion sense. You have to be mentally strong. That is why even the government tried to create a system or an initiative to orient the people so that we can all come out like that. Meaning that it is not easy. I mean, you can try to wear, our fabrics or to project our heritage. Let's say like a week or two, you won't say we never was not if you, but consistently. I don't know how you do it, but you've done well. I see you becoming a president one day. I don't know if you are going into.
We'll build a statue for him.
Hallelujah.
We'll build a statue for him.
I keep saying if I become president 2 weeks,
then he will unveil it himself.
They will kill you.
I think that God puts leadership in me, but can I do it? That's the question I don't have an answer for. Can I do it?
In case you become a president, what are the 3 things you will tackle first when it comes to the art sector?
When it comes to art.
Art.
Yes, art.
National Science and Math Quiz.
When it comes to art, the first thing I will do is that I will let the education ministry stop saying STEM. Science, technology, engineering, math, and say STEAM. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. And that in itself, because the Obrafour, I'm not saying anything, otherwise they won't give me a visa. The Obrafour, they have developed through the arts. Yeah. And because we allow them to pay for education, they've given us STEM. STEM na dia bedru ha. Your creative sector ni creative sector na nye ninti and adwuma ni wiase. Because adwuma nyina entrepreneurship is creativity. You know, so I will make the arts an integral part of education again. And that will improve the minds of artists. But this is a long-term plan. In the short term, I will get the Ministry of Culture, Arts and Tourism to collaborate with the universities to give proficiency courses. Sound engineers are at Legon with Zach Maleta, P2 and Morris, and the young people. They're learning, sharing ideas. For 2 weeks they are there. And then when they come out, whoever will emerge as the best one will be given a certain form of grant. And I will instill or I will enforce the copyright logging, not for the copyright spreadsheet. So everybody that comes to put a certain creative idea in an intellectual property, that person will be rewarded. I think that these are the 3 things that I will focus on.
Okay. That's nice. Rap Doctor, shouts to my man. So please tell my brother someone is selling height medicine at Spintex Flower Pot. I just bought some for Richie. Do you guys want some? As for you, Andy, unless you take 4 tablets, you are sure too much. You deserve a statue, Charlie. Legends, loving the child. Do you know who? Yeah, George Quick.
Catch a George, why?
It's on the real. It's always an honor to work with OK Charlie. The discipline, maturity, and commitment are too much, are simply amazing. All right, listeners, now let's go to the Good Park and speak with Sheila. The Made in Ghana Fair is happening at Accra Mall. Good Park is at Accra Mall. Let's speak with Sheila. Mama She.
Hi, Andy.
Good morning once again. How are you?
Good morning once again. I'm doing fantastic. Hey, Okyeame Kwame, when he comes to the Good Park, you'll find the height medicine. We're selling everything is on display.
Everything is on display. Give me a picture. Give me a brief picture. Oh, what's happening?
So you know we've been talking about the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair, which is of course powered by Hit FM, and we've been talking about it for months. And today is a D-Day. Currently, yes, we are going to trust me, I hired already because the place is looking colorful. You know, you can hear music.
I was just watching you on Joy Prime.
Yeah, and we have the over 100 exhibitors. We have them, some of them already starting and setting up. I see food just right opposite me, and I see African prints, beautiful African prints. Andy, I think we should get a matching African print. I see earrings, I see jewelry, so it's going to be great. Listen, guys, if you're listening and you want to kill traffic, pass by the Good Park. It's happening right now, the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair, which is powered by Hit FM. Get something for yourself. Christmas is coming. You know, Christmas is just around the corner. It's a good time to come and buy something for your family at discounted prices. It's going to be good. For the next 3 days, as the days unfold, trust me, it's going to be magic here. And let me remind the listeners that on Friday, which is tomorrow, we have the Happy Hour. Now, the Happy Hour will host, you know, some of the big names in the DJing industry. I'm talking about DJ Bridage, Mercury Republic, and Andy, your very good self. If you will pass through, you know, Happy Hour, we'll be having fun. And then on Saturday, we will have the fashion contest. So the interesting thing about the fashion contest is, Andy, if you ask me, I'll say marriage is one of the traditions or ceremonies that really expose fashion Ghana. You know, you get to see what our fashion is really made of during marriage ceremony. So this year's Made in Ghana Fair, what we are doing is that every ethnic group will be represented. So I'm talking about what the Awoke and the Awonya will be wearing during their traditional marriage ceremony, what the Alhaji and the Amelia or Hajia will be wearing during their marriage ceremony, what the Mame and Papa will be wearing during their marriage ceremony. And then on Sunday, we'll have the cooking contest. So we'll have, some of your favorite personalities pass through and actually cook. Now, a little birdie told me that Lexus Bill will redeem his dancing skills by cooking. Hopefully his cooking will make up for his dancing skills. So it's going to be fantastic come Sunday. Listen, there's so much fun that is going to be unfolded. In the next 2 hours or so, we are going to officially launch the Made in Ghana, the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair, which is powered by Hits FM. Andy, I can't wait to see you here.
I'll be there. I have to go home and take off my two-piece suit.
Oh no, you can come and buy.
No, it must be made in Ghana. This is not made in Ghana. I have to go and wear my made in Ghana attire.
What I'm saying is that when you come here, you actually get a made in Ghana attire.
Amazing. Yeah. Then I'll be there. I'll need some chow and some agbada to match.
Lots of it.
That's right. Okay, Sheila, thank you very much. I'll see you there soon. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, listeners, that's it with Sheila. She's at the Made in Ghana Fair, ongoing at the Good Park. Good Park is at Accra Mall. Okay, Kwame Dadzi.
Let me start from Made in Ghana Fair, then I'll enter Made in Ghana ambassadors. Residents.
Right.
So you see, most times we talk about.
We have very little time because Hits FM Hottest DJ competition will soon be on, and so the contestants are here. So we have
very
to talk
snappy.
to them.
So when it comes to promoting Ghanaian stuff, we always say we need to make sure that we promote Ghana. And so we have musicians, we have people in the arts doing their bit to help the promotion. Okyeame Kwame has been doing this for a long time. And with Made in Ghana album, with a song, which is even the background song for this particular promo, he has dedicated himself to making sure that whatever is Ghanaian is projected. Look at his outfit. Almost every time he's wearing Ghana, he's promoting Ghana and all that. And I'm happy that we're having this Joy Prime champion in this. And I don't know if Kwame is going to pass by. Are you passing by?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, some one or two performances and all that.
Yes.
Exactly.
I am a lifetime partner. Yes,
exactly.
We started it together.
So we're happy to have you. And talking about the Galamsey song, so I would have been very disappointed if Kwame hadn't recorded this song, because when it comes to people who do songs that appeal to the conscience of human being, Okyeame Kwame is number one in Ghana. And for a conversation like Galamsey to happen without Kwame releasing a song, hearing the song, I was like, wow. So he sort of addresses everything in the song. Everything is in the song. All the things we've been talking about regarding Galamsey has been put together by Okyeame Kwame in that particular song. Now, listening to the song, if you are a music lover, you might not even pay attention to the lyrics. For example, if you are appreciating the song from melody, instrumentation point of view, and you don't understand what Kwame is saying, you will still enjoy the song because it's a beautiful piece of music. Kwame doing raga at a point in time, showing his versatility in that particular composition. And then for those of us who also understand the lyrical content, it speaks to us about what is a ravaging society in Ghana, as in Galamsey. So I believe that Kwame, as a brand, has been able to position himself in a place where he's able to, propel conversations that will move Ghana forward. And I think that he should be celebrated for that, because it takes a few people to go out of their way, out of their usual, activities, to say that, okay, as for me, and you must say, I will do this, even if people will not support me. I still believe that this will help the country. I think he needs some applause, or maybe we go build him a statue so that he unveils it himself.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful piece from Okyeame Kwame. If you look at how he was able to put the lyrics together, because the relevance of the lyrics is very, very important. I mean, the kind of message he puts, and the various stakeholders who are either part of the problem or part of the solution, how he's able to, weave them around and let us also know the consequences of, whatever is going on is beautiful. And he does that rhythmically and on melody, and this beautiful one, and going that tangent, reggae dance, reggae. I mean, this is it's a beautiful piece, and Rasta for a bit me the in your mapa because
I know you're near Manuel said.
And so we Rasta for Rasta for Munsum Namufa in your mouth.
Stop Galamsey. Stop Galamsey. Chamino Saquano, no, Antiasemo.
It depends on
and then we are there, Major.
Andy, it makes you feel bossy.
Stop Galamsey.
No.
And one of us make. Okay, listeners, we're parting ways with Okyeame Kwame. Of course.
You didn't know, no.
You know, you
can 10:30 and 11 cry.
Station the audio.
Do you have plans of setting up your own radio station?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you have plans of going to Parliament?
Yes.
You have plans of being a parliamentarian?
Just because of Galamsey. I think that someone should sponsor a private member bill. And if no one is doing it, I think I'll go and do it myself.
What if it stops?
So if it stops, I won't go. If it stops, I won't go. But currently, that is the only reason why.
What makes you think only you can make that change?
I'm not saying only I can do it, but I've not seen anyone do it there. Okay. And if I think that it should be done there, I have many solutions for that. So the executive has a role to play. You can do something, and Parliament has a role to play. But the executive instrument used against Galamsey will cost Ghana, because then people who have already been given permission to mine for maybe X amount of years will now come and say, you've breached the contract, therefore we are suing you for this amount. So it will give AG too much work. But a private member bill can reorganize this whole conversation and bring the right stakeholders together to relook at it again and come up with better ways where we can mine and young people can have jobs to do in a safe and secure environment.
Thank you very much for coming on, Chairman. Listeners, this is where we ended with Okyeame Kwame. Start to. I'm giving away good money.